on, pick up. Ugh. Guess Brian is still dead. I told him going to the other world isn't going to help him get any closer to getting the God Rare Goku card. Oh, hey guys, Matt back again with another video. Today we're going to be doing a tier list of the newest Ichiban Kuji, Dragon Ball EX, Fierce Men of the Turtle Hermit School. Usually I would have Brian included with me in these videos, but he had this bright idea to go to the other world, and I really don't know what else to do. So down the line, hopefully Brian will join us again. So please let me know in the comments down below how we can bring him back from the other world. Guys, before we jump into the tier list video, please remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so that way you get notified whenever I make a brand new video. Like this video if you enjoy it, and of course comment your thoughts down below in the comment section at the end of the tier list so that we can have a discussion on it. Also, if you'd like to be a member of the YouTube channel and get access to our Discord server where we play games, talk about upcoming figures, leaks, discussions, collections, whatever you can think of, please look at more information in the description of this video. Alright guys, but as you can see, we have 5 placements here in the video. 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So we're going to be rating these from my least favorite to my most favorite in the set. Now, quick disclaimer, this is my opinion. This is not fact. This is just how I feel about each figure in the set. And I also want to say, if you have seen the reviews for each of this figure, which you can watch by hitting the link above, I like all of them. So none of them are bad. I just want to say that up front. None of them are bad. I just, you know, I have my favorites, and there are reasons behind each one that I liked one better than the other. I don't know if any of that made sense, but whatever. Let's jump into the video, or the tier list. Let's start from the bottom. Some of you might be surprised of where I place this figure, but my least favorite in the set is actually Master Roshi. So let me explain. Don't attack me, please, for the love of God. I know a lot of people are actually looking forward to my opinion on this figure, and I think a lot of people were probably most excited for Master Roshi in this set from what I could see. But personally, I was a little disappointed in it compared to the others. The big thing for me was his glasses, which I talked about in my video. So the Strong Chains version of Master Roshi, he had his sunglasses that were removable because he has he had 3 heads, right? He had his Jackie Chun head, his screaming head, and he had one of just his regular face with his sunglasses on. But you could take the sunglasses off, and you could see on the back of his ears they had like little holes so that you could just squeeze his sunglasses in and they wouldn't fall off. They wouldn't even move, which I appreciated that. So it gave you some flexibility on that, while also keeping the glasses safe. So I like the way that these glasses look on this Roshi figure, but like I could literally blow on the figure and they'll fly off. So to me, I'm afraid that I'm gonna lose the glasses if like something happens. You know, nothing's really gonna happen, but it would be you know, I would feel better if I didn't have to worry about that. But he's a great figure. I like the details on his shell. I talked about how a lot of these figures turned out a little bit bigger than I expected. So the size and quality is definitely there with this figure. I just think it was lacking in that. And then mine had that weird QC issue. Again, I'm displaying him with his sunglasses on, so it's not a big deal. But the QC issue of his eyes being slightly misaligned, and you can tell if you compare it to production pictures or his pictures on the box that mine definitely had. I think it's his left eye. It's a little lower than it should be. It's just a little disappointing. You know, Bandai has a history of having some wonky QC, so it is what it is. All right, so Master Roshi, 5th place. Good figure. I gave it a 4 out of 5, but I think the other ones came out a lot better, which I gotta say, this set surprised me. Like, I wasn't super excited about it. It's not my favorite set in the world, but I appreciate original Dragon Ball. I'm actually rewatching it from start to finish with my girlfriend, and You know, I want to see more of these characters, but this set just kind of surprised me with how much I actually enjoyed it. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is one of Roshi's best students, Grandpa Gohan. So I like this Grandpa Gohan figure quite a bit. I think he had the best details surrounding like his likeness. When you look at his actual face without the fox mask, there's a lot of details surrounding the wrinkles and everything else that surrounds that. The fox mask was really cool. Just because it had a little more of a matte finish. A lot of these figures have a matte finish on them, but the matte finish on his fox mask really makes it pop. It looks a little more like realistic, so I appreciated that. His scaling is probably the best in the set, so if you put him next to like a regular Master Lee's Goku figure, it'll look pretty good. He's a little too big, but I still like it. Everything about it is cool. The ability for you to trade off his different heads, if you want to take off his halo or put it in. You have a lot of flexibility of how you want to display that character. So I really appreciated that. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to appreciate of this Grandpa Gohan figure. He's the first Master Lee's Grandpa Gohan. I think a lot of people love Grandpa Gohan just because of what he represents and how much he means to Goku. You know, he was kind of like the father that was never there for Goku because Bardock didn't raise him. So yeah, it's just really nice to finally see these, you know, smaller characters from the show get a lot of attention this year. But moving on, let's talk about third and second place. Third and second place, I'm going to put both Gokus. So we can talk about them kind of at the same time. I prefer the last one prize version, because he's closer to the source that they're pulling from, that illustration by Akira Toriyama. I'll put it right here. That illustration by Akira Toriyama is just really cool. I think a lot of people love it, and it's a nice little callback just to have a Master Lee's of Goku on the Nimbus Cloud. We've had Nimbus Cloud Goku figures in the past, which I've reviewed. They were prize figures, so the detail and the size wasn't 100% there. They weren't bad figures, but compared to the Master Lee's line of figures, it's like night and day. Master Lee's is just better quality and build and everything. So it's nice to have these. EX is gonna EX, where they're just like, hey, let's just pick a figure from the set and then change a couple things about it, and then boom, it's a last one prize. So yeah, it's lazy, but this is still really nice. I actually noticed while going over some of the figures in this set and looking back at my reviews before I uploaded them, the hair between both of these Gokus is actually finished differently. The Prize A has a slightly glossier finish to his hair. The last one Prize is a little more matte, and I think that's why I mentioned the blacks of the hair for these figures. The black for the last one Prize really pops. It's so deep and really well done. I really like the way that they painted their hair and did the finish on them. But of course, the last one Prize is just cool. You know, we've already gotten a orange red gi Goku in the last Dragon Ball OG Dragon Ball focused EX set. So it's nice to get him in his classic bluish purple gi from the beginning of Dragon Ball. And it's just a charming little figure. I love the little details about his face, and you know, it's got enough shading to make it really like have some depth. So I really like this for sure. But nothing is as good as the Ox King in this set. This was a pleasant surprise for me. Ox King is not my favorite character. You know, I hardly ever think about the guy. I don't think a lot of people, you know, talk about Ox King as being their favorite, or I think a lot of people just forget about him in general. They probably don't even remember that he looked like this at the beginning of the show. But man, this figure kind of surprised me. He's a lot bigger than I thought. Even though he's under 10 inches, you know, he's kind of like squatting down. I bet if he were to stand straight up, he would get closer to that 12-inch mark. I doubt Bandai will ever start making Master Lee's extras of minor characters. They didn't do it for Nappa. They didn't do it for Android 16. It looks like they're usually going to do it for really big characters. But I know there are some omissions that are weird, like Orange Piccolo and and sell max? I really don't know. I don't know the reasoning behind Bandai. I'm just guessing, right? But this figure, even though he's not a Master Leagues extra, he's big. He definitely demands a lot of attention. You can probably see him right here on my shelf. But yeah, he's just really cool. I love the size. I love the weight of the figure. I love the details about him. Like, there's so much going on that it blends really well together. You know, the glossy golds on his armor, the shading on his cape. You can see like some rips and tears on parts of his cape because he's been battling. Just a really, really cool figure. And then when you like look deeper in him, like you look at his beard, and his beard has really cool details on it. And I don't know, man, I just really, really like this one. Compared to the rest of the set, it's kind of clear that a lot more fun, I guess, or a lot more attention to detail was put onto him. Not to say that there wasn't attention to detail on the others. I just think them having him, they're like, oh, we can do a lot more with this character. And what a cool character to make a high quality Master Leagues of. So really, really like that. But guys, this is my tier list. We've got Roshi in 5th place, Grandpa Gohan in 4th, Prize A Kid Goku in 3rd, the last one Prize Kid Goku in 2nd place, and then the Ox King in 1st place. So please let me know if you agree with this tier list. If you don't, please let me know what you would make your tier list down below. If you're planning on buying this set, check out the links in my description. I should have links there for you guys to go on different websites where you can buy these. And yeah, man, I really enjoyed this set. I will probably give this set, I don't know, I think a solid 4 out of 5 is fine. It's pretty good. There's nothing really super special about it, but there's nothing really bad about it. They're all really good figures. If you are a fan of OG Dragon Ball, which you should be, and if you haven't watched it, go watch original Dragon Ball. I definitely recommend picking these up. But yeah, man, that's all I've got for you guys. So until the next video, I will see you guys later.
Going on, my Shrine Cardboard enthusiasts.